You know when you have to sometimes stop and think about how you are? I don't think we do that enough in life. Like, actually stop. And not when someone's walking past you and says, how are you?
Yeah.
Don't give me your life story. If you do that, you're rude.
And you just keep walking.
Yeah, you're rude. No, I was being polite.
Yeah.
No, you're no, I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
Are you busy? That time of the year?
Yeah, it's it's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Lots going on. Always a lot going on. A lot of people are really focused on closing out the year because a lot of people take the holiday over this period of time, especially in the construction space. But I'm sure in the digital space too, you'll probably take a little bit of time off.
No, we work through, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like
No cruise.
shutting for the main days.
This is the main days, the public holidays. You'll start and then just work every other day. Yeah. Why don't you have holiday? Is that because all your team anyway?
Well, it's like posts still need to go out. Stuff still needs to happen.
You can't automate that?
You could schedule in advance. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could just say, hey guys, we're closed during this period. Or do you still have clients that have things over that period of time?
There's lots of elements. We get to catch up a lot. We do a lot of internal stuff throughout that period as well. Yeah. Why do we have to close?
You don't have to. I personally like that time of the year because the whole industry shuts down. It's like nothing's happening. So it's not like I should be progressing or there are things that should be happening on site or in the office or whatever it might be. So I actually quite enjoy it. It's probably the one time of the year I genuinely get to switch off completely and just focus on holidays. I still work throughout that time, don't get me wrong, and I'll probably be in the office some days and you'll see me here. I'll definitely be wearing shorts and probably going to the beach not long after. But them's the breaks.
But what?
Them's the breaks.
Okay, so do you think that's not falling into like mediocrity? Like in the sense of like, hey, you should take this time off.
Yeah, but whether I take it off, I enjoy it though. So
what? I'm sure people who work 9 to 5 enjoy it.
Yeah,
I'm sure people who take their weeks of annual leave.
It depends what you want, like what fills your cup at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, I could take 3 months. Okay, then I could take 3 weeks off during the middle of the year and go to Europe or something like that. But I tend to like that time of the year. I don't feel like I'm buying into anything. It's convenient, if anything, for me to spend some time doing that. But I'm still working. As I said, it's not 10-hour days like I'm doing now or whatever it might be. It's work as I please.
Do you reckon your team enjoys it?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't specifically asked them, but it's always nice to recharge the batteries. They do tend to come. People do tend to come back fresh after the break.
Are you hanging for it?
Nah.
This year?
No, not specifically. Just another time. I'm not overly stressed as far as work is concerned. We finished some significant projects. We're trying to get other ones started. There's always something to do. Always. There is never a dull moment. But yeah, we don't have any milestones coming up as far as we got one project which will finish before Christmas, and that's about it really. But even then, like it's pretty much done now. It's just the tidying up of the last bits and pieces on the project, and then that's it. Then focusing on the new ones coming up next year.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. What made you bring that up?
Which?
I feel like everyone's thinking about Christmas.
Probably. It's in the construction space. It's just, I find that particularly trades as well, because they're all booked out. There's only a certain amount of days left and so much work that has to be done. And every builder is calling everyone to come in and do everything. It's like every phone call I make, it's like, hey, how are you? Oh, flat out. How are you? Busy. Oh, I can't keep up. Don't have enough hours in the day. It's the same story with a lot of people in that space.
You actually just made me think of something. So we consult for we've got a client that we just consult for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we just give them guidance and strategy and direction, but they do the do. Okay, and they've got team members in their team to carry out all of the heavy lifting.
Yep.
And I meet with them a couple times a week. So I sit down with them a couple of times a week, make sure that, everything's in line, everything's going. And we actually had that conversation that we just spoke about then. And because they're closing.
Yeah.
So they're in a construction space and they're closing for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I said, cool. Like, what's going on with the
3 weeks, the ads, everything.
Yeah. They're not running ads, but like your social media, you got newsletters, you got all this other stuff that we're doing at the moment. What's going on with it? And then they're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we need to, like, what are you going to do? He's like, no, we'll just sort it out when we get back. And I was like, No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I started and I said, like, why are you not now doing something about that? Right? And then he's like, oh, that's a lot of posts. And I was like, good.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of people look at that. They take that again. You're sort of falling into that mediocrity. Oh, no one else is doing it. Perfect. Like great opportunity for you to be front of mind.
Yeah, but I also like found that to be like how much do you want to switch off?
Yeah.
Like, how much are you going to switch? Like you are like you're doing what you've got to do to get to the end of the day.
Yeah.
You're not doing what's required. Do you know what I mean? And I found that really disappointing. And I see it across the board. I see people who, I don't know, can you tell me if you see this much in your previous team or team you may have now? Probably more previous team, I'd say, but where you ask them, you're like, hey, okay, cool, you got to do this. Like do A and then do B and then do C and then do D. And then like once you get to like E, they start not doing A. Have you ever had any experiences like that, or has there been anything that you've noticed in your time?
Yeah, sometimes like a task that's might be like as in it's beneath them. Is that kind of something that you're thinking of? So say the A task, I don't know, sweeping the floor. You know, say for a supervisor, he could very easily do that, but now he doesn't do it anymore because he's too busy doing other things. Not that he should be doing. I'm just a random example, but I'm just saying something that they could very easily do if it was a 2-minute job just to do something. They won't do it because that's not my job anymore.
That's probably culture more than anything else. But more so like I felt like the standards that this person was being held to weren't high enough.
Is he the owner of the company?
Nah, the owner's a weapon.
Yeah.
And the owner actually, so him and I were having a conversation about this because we were talking about the whole situation. And I was saying to him, like, yeah, man, like, you know, I noticed this, and that. And then he's like, okay, why don't we do this? Like, he's like, why are we not doing this much? And I turned around to him and I said, yeah, look, you know, we can do that much, but probably for this person, it's probably going to be more like this much. Right. And then he's like, no, I don't care. And I thought, all right, you're fucking right. Like, we should be doing that much. You know, and I've recently had the mental battle of finding the balance between you need to fucking do better and I need to be more gentle.
Gentle how?
I'm nurturing, offering more.
Of the client or the person you're consulting with? Okay.
Everyone, just in general. Like, you know, their team. You know what I mean? I always tell myself, I'm like, hey, I feel like fucking shit's not happening fast enough.
Yeah, I
You know
feel
what I
like that a lot.
Oh, dude, so much. But then it's like, at what point are you, if you look at it in both extremes, one extreme is like you let everyone get away with everything and you hold a really low standard. And then the other extreme is you're a tyrant and you're like, hey, what time do you start? 8:30. It's 8:31.
Yeah.
You should be working now, not making a coffee.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Two opposite ends of the spectrum. How do you find the balance in between with that? You know what I mean? Because on one point, he was saying something, like he goes to me, hey, he has this particular client. He's like, I spoke to so-and-so the other day. He's like, asked him, what'd you do today? And he said he made 10 reels. He goes, and I thought to myself, 10 reels is not enough. Like, it's not enough for a single day. He's like, so I went, he goes, and I made a reel and I posted it. He goes, and it took me 12 minutes. The whole process, shooting, editing. He's like, CapCut, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I put it together.
This is the owner now?
Yeah. He's like, I did it all on my phone. He's like, I put it together. I added the thing. He goes, in 12 minutes, I went from having nothing to posted. And I was like, he's like, so why can they only do 10 a day? And I was like, okay, cool. You can say, you get writer's block or you get blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
I mean, you got to cut the creative.
Yeah,
the
after
creative
5.
comes into play as well. Like, what are you actually doing? Like, to think of 12 different videos and to execute
different
it.
styles. But
And maybe some people are better at editing. I'm sure a professional editor would be better than this guy on his phone on CapCut.
oh, you'd assume so.
Yeah.
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.